So I just came from working out, so I look like this. I didn't feel like setting up my backdrop, so it's just me today. This video is just gonna be me addressing something that I feel like I just have to make a video about and talk about because it happened to me and I didn't feel like it was ever going to happen to me. Not that it wasn't ever going to happen to me, but I was just shocked that it did happen to me. So, okay, story time. So, I was at the Cubs game. I didn't buy tickets, would never buy tickets. Somebody gave me tickets. So I went, and of course, it's the Cubs, so, you know, if you're not from Chicago, geographically speaking, most black people are on the south side, most black people are for the Sox. Just facts, no alternative. It's just a thing. It's geographic distribution, but that's besides the point. So because mostly non-black people live near Wrigley Field and live north, mostly non-black people, white people, i.e. are Cubs fans. So there were only like a couple of us there to begin with. So I went with my best friend Ariel. She's black, but she's lighter than me. And she had her hair pressed. Like her hair is really long, but it was like up in a bun. So we had gone to the bathroom multiple times and we're like moving about during the game, but like one of the second or third times that we went to the bathroom, obviously something happened to me. So if you've ever been to a sports game and you're walking in the aisles, there's the section where you walk up those stairs and that first row is elevated and then there's that lower section. So I was walking in between and somebody on that elevated section, I didn't know at the time, but like I felt a tug at my hair and I was wearing my hair down under my hat. And so I was like, because I personally thought something just got stuck and my hair got stuck on something. Because it didn't feel like a hand. It felt like I had a knot that was stuck on something. So I turned around trying to figure out what my hair got stuck on. And I see this white woman and she's talking to me and I can't hear her because we're at the baseball game and it's loud. So I went closer so I could hear what she was saying and I was like, what? And she said, oh, I'm sorry, your hair is just so pretty. And then she put her hand in my hair again, so it became obvious to me that it was her that my hair got stuck on. But then she put her hand in my hair a second time. And so, you know, you always say, oh, you know, if this ever happened to me, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. I'm going to pop off at him, this, that, and the third. But I'm sorry, my phone keeps going off. I was just so shocked in that moment that I literally went, thank you. And I just walked away. Because what I can tell you is that I thought about popping off on her for a second. I really did. But you gotta understand, I was in a completely white space. And to her and in her mind, she was giving me a compliment. And I was surrounded by white people, and so her giving me a compliment and me popping off, you know, oh, she's one of the few black people here, and I was just trying to be nice. I was just trying to give her a compliment. Like, I already, like, you know those little, when you watch action movies and they show you the calculations of you trying to kill somebody with each item? I'm specifically thinking about Resident Evil, the last movie right now. And it just wasn't going to work out in my favor, I could already tell. So I just walked away. And I went back to my seat and I told Ariel, and Ariel was so pissed for me. And like, I just sat there the rest of the game and I was just fuming. Now, I talked about in my last video that this is not my hair. This is a weave. It's not my hair, you know, whatever. And all the years that I've been natural, and before I big chopped, nobody has ever, like, I've seen people look at me like, oh, like, do you think she'll let me touch her hair? And I kind of looked at them like, you better not touch my hair. And they haven't done it. And the few times that people have touched my hair, they've asked my permission to touch me because my hair is a part of me. And it's just so frustrating to me because, like, people would look at me crazy if I just went up and started touching people's straight little blonde hair. Like, they would really look at me like I had lost my mind because I was invading their space. I was touching them. But I feel like when people see curly hair, especially because I feel like it may still happen to people with, I don't even want to say it doesn't happen to people with shorter hair, but specifically this hair, this long curly hair, and it was all down under my hat. Non-black people, sometimes even people of color that are non-black are guilty of it. They see long curly hair and they think, oh, a black person can't have that much hair. I want to touch it. At least that's what it was to me. Like I guarantee you she had never seen a black person with what she considers to be that long and that curly of a hair before. So she felt like she could touch it and she wanted to touch it. So she did. That's what's most upsetting about this. She was like, oh, cool, shiny new object. I want to touch it. I'm going to touch it. It's not like my whole personhood was just null and void. Like she was like, oh, I want to touch her hair, so I'm going to touch it. Now, mind you, I'm one of the few black people there to begin with. It's just so frustrating. Please don't touch my hair. I mean, like, the moral of this video, I guess, is just, please don't touch my hair. Whether it's weave or it's my hair or it's braids, please don't touch my hair. Please don't touch any other person's hair, especially a black woman's hair. Don't touch anybody without their permission, because you would not go up to somebody and poke them that you did not know. They look at you like you was crazy. And that's why I'm looking at her. That's why I looked at her like she was crazy. And I will continue to look at anybody who touches my hair like they are crazy. I'm not going to try and fight you because that's just not in my nature. But catch the right one and you might get slapped, because you don't just touch people. I was reading this article, and this black woman with dreads said these two white women were behind her debating whether or not they could touch her hair because they were so fascinated by it. And she turned around and gave them a look because they were sitting there debating whether or not they should touch her hair. Excuse me. Like she wasn't 2 feet in front of them and couldn't hear them. And they were debating amongst themselves. It wasn't like they asked her. That is her hair. You don't just touch people. And it just feels violating, and it's disheartening, and it's upsetting to have somebody put their hands, you don't know where they've been, they're dirty, in your head, not once, but twice. And when I was telling someone this story, I said what really got me was the fact that I went up to her, because if I had done it and I would have been that bold, I would have acted like I didn't put my hand in her hair, especially the way I turned around, because I turned around confused as hell trying to figure out what happened. I definitely wouldn't tell that person, oh yeah, I just put my hand in your hair. I don't know you, but I just put my hand in your hair. So not only did she feel comfortable enough to tell me that she had put her hand in my hair, she did it again. She put her hand back in my hair and said, it's just so pretty. I appreciate you trying to give me a compliment. But like they say in grocery stores, like parents tell their little kids, look but don't touch. Ask first. And what got me was that, this wasn't a no spring chicken. Like, this lady was easily late 30s, early 40s. Like, it wasn't as if she shouldn't have known. Like, she should have known better. You should know not to touch people when you don't know them. I mean, even my friends, I'd be like, wait, girl, your hair look cute. Can I touch it? What did you use in your hair today? That's just something that we do. Because I guarantee you, she as a white woman has never had some random stranger come and be all up in her scalp. Like, not even just that. I don't know where your hands have been at. It's just frustrating, especially because I felt like I had no room to pop off on her in that white space when she clearly violated me. And I tell all my black friends and they just roll their eyes and they're just like, bro, like, that's so frustrating. I'm so sorry that happened to you. But I feel like we need to be having these discussions, I mean, that's why I'm making this video. No, please do not touch my hair. I have had people ask me before, and I'm the type of person where if you have the decency to ask me that you really want to touch my hair, you want to see what it feels like, ask. They might say no. Not everyone is me. They really might say no. I'm telling you, they really might say no. But have the decency to ask somebody. Black culture is not just for your consumption, and hair is included in black culture, and that's what makes me so frustrated. And I feel like it's gotten to the level where people just feel like, oh, I want that, I can touch it, I can have it, it's mine. My hair is not there for you to touch, it's not there for your entertainment. So, moral of the story, if you see something pretty and you like it, don't just go and pick it up, because you might damage it. And someone might not want you to pick it up, because chances are that thing belongs to someone. And my hair, whether it is sewn in or whether it is grown out of my head, belongs to me. So please, don't touch it.